Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you my new project. Now this was purchased on the 15th of March, today's the 15th of April, and I completed on this the other day, so this has actually been the quickest completion out of any property I've ever bought, partly because I had to complete within 6 weeks, which we just went over, but it was okay. That was all good, so let me take you inside and I'll show you. So what you're going to realise very quickly is we've got this Scandinavian cladding absolutely everywhere on all the walls. So not in any room in this property can you actually see the wall anywhere. I actually just pulled off a couple of planks, which you're going to see now, in 3 of the rooms to see what the walls were like, and it was as expected, to be honest. The walls are crumbling away, so what we're probably going to have to do is dot and dab the whole house and have it all replastered, so it's fine. We allowed for that anyway. So here is what will be your living dining room. What we're going to be doing with this property, this is going to be refurbished internally, there's nothing to do externally, and then we're going to sell it. That's it, quick flip. So I haven't done a flip before, but we just want to get in and out as quick as possible. So the usual, the strip out starts next week, carpets up, all this cladding off. We've actually got polystyrene on the ceilings as well, which is really old feature. We want to take all of that down. Hopefully that is just on top of plasterboard, so we might get away with just skimming that as opposed to if we need to sort of reboard the ceilings, but we'll see next week as we start to do the strip out. So once the strip out's done, we're going to have a full rewire, electrics done. What I'm going to do with this property as well, which I haven't done, is put electric heating in. It's easier to install, it's easier to maintain. Obviously I'm not going to let the property, but if I can't sell for the price that I want to sell for, then I will refinance and refinance, pull my money out and let the property. So all my other properties do have gas central heating, so it's should be interesting. There was a project I did, which you'll see on my YouTube channel a couple of years ago, where we did a similar sort of system where we did a full rewire, electric heating, and then for the waterworks we had a pressurized unvented cylinder. So that I'm 99% sure that is how we're going to do it here. So yeah, electrics, plumbing work, everything brand new. Obviously we need to put a new kitchen in. Let me walk you through there now. So we've got a galley style kitchen. I don't want to do anything structural with this property, but one thing that did go through my head was if I opened this up down here, which I don't think I'm going to do. I'm going to look at this next week when we take all this cladding off. I need to see if there's is a load supporting wall as well. I had an estate agent say to me the other day that obviously it's quite a desirable feature to have your kitchen open plan with your living space. I'm going to decide that next week. I've got a few agents coming over here. We're going to have a talk about obviously the sort of price I'm trying to achieve and what they would recommend. But as you can see, this is quite a narrow kitchen, but for the house it will work. We can have like a big worktop space like what they've done here. We can put, I don't know what they've done here, it's absolutely dreadful. A good few wall units, and then what we could even do is on this side, I like to go on Pinterest to get a few ideas. So I spent a few days this week going on Pinterest and looking at galley style kitchens. We could have a small worktop where you could have like bits and pieces. We could even have some shelving or some wall units up here. So I think in terms of trying to be as cost effective as possible, we probably leave that wall on there. And no, this will be a really nice kitchen. That back door is clearly very old. Unfortunately, that is probably going to have to go. Look at the state of this. I might as well show you the garden quickly. We've got some nice plants out here. I've had worse gardens, put it that way. All of these plants, it would be a shame to maybe just throw them in a skip. Maybe I'll put them out the front and see if anyone wants to take them. But we need to obviously just clear everything as much as possible. Obviously, all of that on the left-hand side that you can see, all that corrugated metal, that looks absolutely dreadful. So what would be nice, I like to do the fencing properly, put in concrete fence posts, concrete gravel boards. I put the fence in all the way down, which the garden is a fair length. We were probably looking at, guessing maybe six or seven panels, which would be quite expensive, but I always like to approach things with the longevity in mind, and also for resale as well. So look, we can't be keeping this. This is just appalling. This is like a chicken wire fence. So I think we'd probably take all of that out. And then look, as for the rest of all of this, I'll show you down here a little bit. It's a bit of a Narnia garden. Maybe we trim the bush down a little bit. We'll trim this tree down, sorry. Take up all of these bricks, cut the grass. We just need to get some landscapers in here for a few days. And that will, yeah, that will sort the garden out. Look, this is a really good size, really. Some sort of cabin at the back as well, which is locked, and I don't know where the key is. So it'll be interesting to see what we find in there. But yeah, that is the garden. Let me go show you upstairs now. As you can see, someone actually purchased this property not too long ago, and what they did was they rendered the outside and they did the roof, and then they put it on at the auction. So I'm interested to know if they figured out that there was a substantial amount of work needed to be done on the inside in terms of like on the walls and the ceilings, and they didn't want to do that, so they maybe just did the exterior and they made a little bit by putting it back at the auction, which is fine. It's a good strategy. So I'm the one who's going to carry out the fun work now. Let me show you upstairs. A little bit of cupboard space there. I don't know if you've seen this floor. So I've worked in London properties where we've come across this sort of flooring, and this will just be protected, cleaned up, and it gives it a bit of a retro sort of Aztec feel in effect. A bit of sort of, what did I say to you?
Art Deco.
Art Deco, that was it. So that's quite cool. I don't know, I'll decide if it will clash with everything else or if it will look quite cool as a feature. So all of this cladding, this all needs to come off. It looks absolutely dreadful. So up here we've got 3 bedrooms and our bathroom. Go and have a look in our bathroom. I'm probably going to keep everything like for like in terms of like positioning. I'll probably put the sink underneath the window. If you go in there, I'll show you. Keep the toilet here. We'll probably move this sink to here, and then I need to see what is left in terms of space, if we can fit a bath in. If not, we'll just have a nice walk-in shower. I was thinking of maybe keeping this though. My cameraman's laughing. No, obviously all of this will be stripped out. Brand new bathroom, new lighting, new extraction system. Get rid of all of this. Light switch on the outside. You never put light switch on the inside of a bathroom. So this is bedroom 1 at the back of the house. Really good size. But we need to take all of this out. Take the cladding off. Take the plasterboard off. Carpet up. And crack on with our first fix. Plumbing and electrics. Joinery wise, skirting boards all look good. There looks like there's absolutely nothing wrong with these. We just give these a good sand and a good paint, and then the same with the architraves and the door frames. These look okay. That looks a bit bad, but we can do something with that. Doors wise, take all of these off and put nice new ones on, either using magnet or Howdens. Bedroom 2, probably say this is your main master bedroom, being at the front of the house, but similar size to the one at the back really. Nice big bay window. Window wise, I'm not a fan of these, but I'm not going to be touching this at all. Windows are okay, we give these a nice big clean. Window boards, we sand them down and paint them white. I don't know if we can do something with that. That looks dreadful, where they've put in like a plastic joint in between the woodwork. But in terms of work that needs to be done here, my budget is around 30,000, so I'm going to be managing this project myself. Yeah, around 30, 32 max. So that's me getting the trades in individually. me getting the labourers here, me getting the electricians, plumbers, carpenters, etc. I've got a good network of builders that I've obviously built up over the last 6 years, and my tradesmen who have worked on my projects, which are actually not local to here, probably about an hour away, they're all happy to travel. So I know them, we've worked together before, I trust them, and I know that their work is good. So that is one of the hardest things in construction and property, finding good, trustworthy builders, as I've gone on about many times before. But yeah, let me show you the next room. So this could be used as an office. This is a really good size for an office, really. I actually just did an office refurbishment recently, which was probably smaller than this, about 1.9 by 1.9. You've probably got 2 meters by maybe about 2.2-ish. So I think if it's not an office, it could be used as a room for a cot, or yeah, like a child's room. You'd get a single bed in here. So no, it's a decent sized room, and the windows are really big as well. There's lots of natural light coming in, which I like. What's the time now? I don't actually know. So it's 2:30. I don't know if this is a south facing house. Well, the front of the house seems pretty light at the moment. But that's it. It's always a funny one when I'm talking about timelines on projects, but the thing is with construction and property, as many of you will know, many things can come up which you don't expect once you start the job. For example, obviously once we start taking this off, which I know now, because we've taken a few boards off, that we're probably just going to have to dot and dab the whole house. But we don't know what else we're going to come across. Hopefully nothing else too major, but potentially, you never know. So let's just say it's the 15th today of April. I've worked out around sort of 9 to 10 weeks, really. I feel like it's been quite accurate. It'd be nice to get it done before, but 9 to 10 weeks to the stage where my painter's finishing up, kitchens are in, bathrooms are in, flooring's going down, and we're ready to get our marketing pictures and put it on the open market. So you can hold me accountable to that, because I don't think there's many people in property doing these videos where they're putting an actual date on it and they're telling you how long it's going to take. So I'm going to hold myself accountable there. I'm managing the property myself, so the pressure's on me to get this done, get it back on the market and get it sold, and then we can take it from there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.